so heavy.
Hello, this is Fillet, episode 110, and I'm Grant Fiero with Mike Medina, as always. Today we're going to be going through this week's topics in skateboarding, which include Brandon Westgate off of America and on New Balance Numeric. Josh Kalis started a new project titled Beautiful Ugly. Mason Silva went pro. Adidas dropped Mid-City Merge. And how we're going to start the show is Thrasher's AM Scramble. So Mike was just literally as I was hitting live was telling me how hyped he was on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let him continue.
Every single person in that is like the AMs that like we want to watch, like the big name dudes that either do now have a board or the people that like when they were filming this, we were all like, that's the dude that deserves a board, needs a board, blah blah blah, which is pretty sick because now a good amount of them do, right? Well,
Yeah, the chunk.
Corey doesn't have one. Corey Glick doesn't have one. Ducky
Tyson,
and
Ducky, Yarnay.
oh Yarnay. Yarnay's a tough one too because they just turned Mason pro, so it's like,
Yeah, like almost half the dudes in that thing went pro now.
yeah, Zion.
Zion's not pro.
Damn, if you're fucking listening, damn,
Mike, you hinted this Zion board every single episode.
I wanted Zion board so bad.
I could tell.
It's the if he were to turn pro, that's really probably the only pro board I'll ride for a while.
Before we
Anyway,
get into the
Scrambler.
before we get into the video itself, did you notice in the description it said the first annual?
First annual, yeah, I've never heard of it. Have you?
No, I'm just saying that makes me hyped that they're gonna do this every
Oh,
year.
they're gonna do it more. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, I thought the same thing. I was
that's
like,
sick.
this is gonna be Thrasher's new thing of like a cool ass way of like
It's a
almost
solid
like
idea.
giving us these AMs, all these badass AMs, giving us like video quality, like video part quality tricks, and we're all getting it all at once, which is like best case scenario for someone like me who loves all these dudes. Like,
Yeah,
ask me who my favorite AMs are right now, and pretty much half the list is in that edit.
yeah. They chose very good list for
Ducky,
AMs.
Ducky fucking killed it.
Dude, he's
Oh my god.
yeah. I think he kind of like took over that video with this rail skating.
I don't know about took over because I think everyone had like
No, everyone killed
had
it, but I
moments.
think Ducky, like, if you watch that, he'll probably like catch your attention the most, especially because his name isn't as big as Jamie Foy and
Yeah.
Mason and like some of those other dudes.
Mason is a freak. Probably one of the best,
Um,
dude, best backside blunt slide.
oh yeah, that was sick.
Holy shit. Like,
Um, but
wow.
yeah, I mean, Ducky isn't quite as known as those dudes. Like, he's obviously up there and he's out on the map, but so I think like maybe
I
people
mean,
that had heard his name and seen a little bit, like this probably really showed them how he skates and.
totally. Is he just getting hooked up by cons or is he on the Polizzi flow?
He's probably similar to Paluzzi, but I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, neither of them are on the team going on trips.
Right. But I mean, that's literally all that dude wears. I'm having a hard time believing that he's not getting some support, you know?
Oh no, they're backing him for sure.
Yeah.
He's getting shoes 100%, but he's not. He
Yeah.
hasn't gone on a trip yet or anything like that.
I think, dude, that's such a cool fucking team, man. That cons team is just so sick.
Oh, I would agree. I cannot wait for that video.
That
But
video is so fun. But
let's
what do you
talk
think
about the
about
Am Scramble.
what do you think about the dudes that have already turned pro that are in this?
I mean, it's pretty sick to see. Like, obviously they chose a solid list because like half the dudes almost already went pro. Um, Undeniably, every single one is deserving. Um, we'll get into Mason's footage in his video part, but he killed it in this as
Woo!
well.
It's a pretty good segue into Mason, at least.
Yeah, but I mean, we haven't really talked about Am Scramble that much. We kind of just talked in a little circle.
I mean, talking in circles about video parts is one thing. You got to go watch it for yourself to know exactly what.
Yes, no, I agree, but I mean, I think we should talk about maybe like some standout tricks. I don't know.
Mason backside blunt slide is like one of the
Yeah,
main
yeah.
things. Holy hell. Yarn
Ducky,
50-50 grinds everything.
dude, I wish Yarna had more footage. I heard he got hurt like at the
Yeah,
beginning of
that's
the
what I heard
trip.
too. I
That
read.
sucks. Um, But what was I gonna say? Ducky's board slide on the flattened down like wooden rail was
Dude,
super
that
nice.
was like the most entertaining shit to watch too, with like Tyson like narrating it, like
I
super.
know that was sick.
He's like, I'm
They,
scared.
they
Honestly,
I really like the way like Tyson's like the way he was portrayed, like how they're kind of showing him like as more than just his skating. Like he was kind of throughout that thing, like the personality a little bit of the
yeah.
video.
I went to the thrift shop with him was sick.
That was tight, and then the like when he was holding the security guard back or whatever.
Oh, that was too funny.
That was so funny when the guy's like, "You're under arrest," and Zion goes, and was it Zion or one of them says, "Your shirt says cleaning services."
Yeah, your
It
shirt
was
says
so
cleaning
funny.
service. I was fucking dying in that.
Oh, and then Tyson holds him back while they drive off. That was so tight.
Yeah, that was excellent. Him backsmithing with the thrift store gear on was insane, dude.
I think that was the back 5-0, right? The super long
Oh,
back
back
five.
oh, right, you're back 5-0 down
He
there.
did that sick backsmith though too.
Wait, are you sure it was a backsmith or back 5-0? I think it
The
was.
backsmith it wasn't in that because I know the backsmith was the magnified and he didn't have the crazy outfit in the magnified.
Oh, for sure. All right.
I remember that, but dude, I love Tyson skating. His style is super sick.
Yeah, man. Oh, backside over hurricane.
The front hurricane and then like half cab
Oh,
out, like keep spinning. That was super sick on the
oh,
shootout rail.
nasty, dude.
Dude, Winkowski's footage was crazy. The inverts and the little teeny quarter pipe.
Yo, lip slide pop over on that out rail was
Yeah, the shootout was sick. I agree.
very sick, dude. I don't know. That's another dude we didn't mention at the beginning. Winkowski was there.
Yeah,
Also went pro already.
another one of the dudes to get aboard. Yep.
Ape Waller, dude. Sick name. Love that name.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I mean, and Ducky's 50 at the end is absolutely like that kink was so short. That was insane.
Dude, the fall, like the one like going into the bushes, is like,
Dude, that was pretty gnarly.
ooh, I thought he was gonna die.
Dude, his slam on like the kink was just out of
Yeah,
control.
man. He got tossed. We'll just say the least. He got
Straight to the face.
fucking tossed.
Faced.
I don't know. That's definitely an edit that I'll probably end up watching like 5 times. I'm sure.
Dude, that thing is so good. I loved it.
It's really, really enjoyable footage from like all your favorite AMs. Zion's in there. You know what I'm saying? Zion, real
well,
Zion, right? He's in there.
dude, his heel flip at the beginning was tight on that interesting, like, kind of bumped him up.
People around that little round rail, like a curve rail. Are you freaking kidding me? The pinch is absolutely insane. How he bounced it down that rail is absolutely insane. Dude, speaking of front feeble, did you see Jamie Foy do it one-footed?
Yeah, the only other person I've ever seen do that is Paluzzi.
God, what is that?
Yeah, it makes no sense how you can take your back foot off of a grind on your back truck. Like that just doesn't. That it doesn't make any sense in my head. I don't know.
They need to do like one of those ESPN sports sciences.
Oh, where it does like the 360 view, like
yeah.
No,
yeah.
they should do a diamond. You know the first diamond footwear ad. They should do one with the 1 foot front feeble.
Dude, wow! You may have just given Diamond Supply like a
great. Yeah, but I don't know if they want to. Remember how Bragg said that costed so much?
Yeah, but it was also like a legendary commercial in my opinion.
Dude, that was a really cool way to announce the company.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, if they're trying to spend that money again, Eric Bragg, I would like to see the front feeble 1 foot.
1 foot front feeble zoom in 360 angle.
Make sure there's a logo on his shoe though on the back.
Yeah, that'd be
slow-mo with the logo.
As soon as they give Jamie a shoe, they should just do that.
Dude, that'd be sick.
I mean, they're giving people shoes over there. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I really back that actually. Like, cool. I've grown accustomed to the pro colorway. At this point, I've accepted it. That's fine. Cool. Pro colorways are sick. Badass. Proud of you. But when you get the pro shoe, man, it's totally something different in my opinion. Like, that'll always be your shoe. You know what I mean? It's just an individual design with your name on it.
I think I agree, but I also think one reason for like the colorway is kind of just a test to see how people respond to your name being on a shoe.
Totally. Well, at the same time, though, you can say that, but then there's also companies that still haven't given pro models to these dudes that are.
Oh no, definitely.
Name company. Like, okay, just as an example, like Lakai, as a company that's like so and so like dying, or people are like on less interested or whatever the shit that's going around right now with Lakai. I think they're sick personally. I think that giving Raven a shoe would be a great look.
Yeah, I would actually agree with that.
That'd be
Or
excellent.
SIBO. I think people really like SIBO's
Yes,
part.
so would be another one. Total, I would love a
Um,
Tebow shoe.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. There's just then like you can do the pro colorway thing all you want. They both have. Sibo has his crooked one. Fucking
The thing is
Raven
with
has
the colorway is
what?
like when they give someone a colorway, I'm sure they see how that sells and everything. But like, if that does good, then obviously they're probably gonna give them a shoe. But
Right,
like a shoe, like a colorway is only it comes out one season and then it's done.
right. But the Raven Pro colorway came out years ago.
Of what was it? The Griffin? I don't
Yeah,
remember what color it
yeah.
was
It
either.
was a Griffin.
And they're still producing them.
I have no idea if
Oh,
they're
okay, yeah, yeah, but yeah, so yeah, I'm surprised they haven't given someone like Raven or Sibo a shoe.
totally. That's
Um,
basically what I'm getting at. That's
yeah.
my. But no, like I was saying before, with like the name being on the shoe, pro model shoe with Diamond Supply doing that, I think that's really sick because look at their team so far. Their announced team so far. Three of the how wait who is it? It's Jamie, Nick,
Tucker,
Boo Johnson,
T-Puds.
and T Puds. Four people,
Tori's had a shoe. Booze just dropped. Nick's
and then
is in the
Nick's
works.
right. So it's like, damn, that's sick. Three out of the four dudes that are like.
Wait, is there only four? I feel like there's one more.
I feel like there's one more too. I just can't think of it. Beeble.
Oh yeah, and he already got a shoe.
Pro shoe too. So it's like literally four out of the five dudes already have a pro
So
shoe.
pretty much Nick's will drop at some point later this year probably, and then Jamie will probably get one like 2018 at some point.
That's my guess, and that's extremely badass for, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's sick. I agree. That's super cool.
And I think it's cool that like skateboarders having pro model shoes to like work off of, like say like how P Rod is like kind of built this like dynasty with his shoes, with having 10 of
Hmm.
them already, like kind of work. He God damn it, I don't mean to like not give credit where it's due, but he has an interview where I listened to him say something about like he tried to make it different from the previous shoe. I can't think of
Yeah,
what
he's had a couple interviews. One was with Gray Skate Mag.
I think it was it's like the newer one, like the one of the
Route 1 dropped like yesterday.
maybe it was that. I don't know. I don't think I read that one or heard that one yet. But I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't really that matter that much, I guess, if he said it multiple times. Yeah, I just think that whole like legacy of your footwear being like a thing that you can work off of for the next model, I think that's super
Hmm.
nice. So like having them have these pro model shoes established is super dope.
Yeah, the cool thing with shoes is like a board or a wheel. For the most part, if you get your pro board graphic, it's like maybe you have a different shape or something, but it's like it's not gonna be too different from someone else's pro board graphic. You know what I'm saying? But like a shoe is like you're obviously the skateboarder is gonna be a lot more involved with the design team at that company
Totally.
and
I'm also a really big fan of the
evolve.
wheel,
Of what?
pro wheels.
Oh, pro wheels are sick.
I think they're sick.
Pro everything's tight. Just put someone's name on it and give them some money.
It depends.
What pro products don't you like?
Um, I thought it was kind of wonky when Deerdeck was giving himself pro models, but like would say multiple times that he doesn't skate.
Oh yeah, well.
I thought that was kind of wonky.
I thought you were talking about like a specific product that you didn't want someone to have a model of, if that makes
Oh
sense.
hell no! I think they should give him pro everything. They do
There
shit.
pretty much is.
Pro
There's
models are
hardware, grip
funny
tape,
as fuck.
bearings, there's everything.
Well, hard or grip tape is one thing because you can put your own little personal design on it. But like, what are you gonna do? Colored hardware? Like we've already
Yeah, the only thing with hardware is
seen
like
it
packaging
20
and
years
color.
ago.
Same thing with bearings, it's just packaging really.
Yeah, which is
But
cool.
that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
still think it's tight.
whatever. Give these dudes paychecks that deserve paychecks, in my opinion.
Has anyone had a pro bushing?
I wouldn't doubt it.
What about a pro pivot cup?
Pro pivot cup is badass.
That'd be so funny.
Just
Okay,
have
well,
day one pushing pivot cups.
they want to be the dude. That'd be funny. We already mentioned Mason Silva, so I say we should talk about. Obviously, we already mentioned he got a pro board. He went pro this week, actually at the Scramble premiere, which is super tight.
And he dropped
Um,
a part to go along with it. I'm hyped on that. Love that.
yeah, that video part.
Gnarly.
Wow.
No sleepers. All
The
back.
frontside heel, the hard flip.
Yep.
Well,
Black
the
Florida,
ender is its thing of its own. We can talk
dude,
about that.
the backside one side down the rail over the little thing and then drop.
Hmm.
Oh my god, dude. How do you step to that spot and say, fuck it, I'm gonna backside blunt slide this thing?
I'm gonna pull it up because literally this is a part. It was just like you already said
Here.
it, and people toss this around, but it was seriously like this entire video part is ender worthy. Like it
Yo,
was
he's
so
one
nice.
of those dudes that like just like Jocelyn, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, Jocelyn wasn't even pro yet, I guess. He was still am when they had in Saudi talks. Like, say like this was Mason's not
Yeah, this is the beginning of the Sodi push for Mason if he drops more footage.
agree. I completely agree.
This video part, Red Balloon, is insane. The
I
whole
completely
thing.
agree. So who do you have up there on the list right now? Like, just while we're on the subject.
For Skater of the Year,
Yeah. Or big
Louis
we're allowed to
Lopez will
talk
be on the
about it.
list.
But what'd you say the first one? I'm sorry.
I said Louis.
Oh hell yeah.
He's had some footage, and I'm sure he has more to come. I'm
He
just
won
trying to
Tampa
think.
Am, or I mean pro.
Yeah, he won Tampa. Spitfire part.
Fire.
Dude, this Mason part's insane.
Yeah, I remember
Who
that
else?
Louis back three over the bumper bar.
Yeah, that clip goes. You know what else is insane about that is that if you watch the rough cut, he ollies over it in a frontside wall ride.
Yeah, I saw that.
That is so sick.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who else, Mike? I'm currently think of Sodi talk
You
right
brought
now.
up Riley. I still haven't seen the flare.
Oh yeah, Riley needs to at least get mentioned. That thing was insane.
I don't know, dude.
He grinds some long rails.
I mean, now that he's pro, you could shit. Jamie's dropped a lot of footage and King of the Road.
That's a good point.
Have you been watching King of the Road?
Yeah, watch the Viceland ones.
They are, yeah, that's what the full episodes.
Hmm.
Dude, they're excellent this year.
Yeah, they're very enjoyable.
I am absolutely loving it, and we just got
I
the
like it.
mystery guest, and I'm a big fan of all three.
Oh, the mystery guest, yeah.
They're so sick. Dude, I never realized how good Nora's frontside Smiths are in like training.
Yes, okay. I don't want to cut you off here, but Mason Silva half cab flipping a gap and landing
Oh,
onto a
yeah.
rock.
Yep.
That was so sick.
Yep.
This
No, his
video,
half cab flip is very good.
frontside flip to switch crook on a table.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is like this whole thing is just out of control.
Yeah, that's one of like I definitely like. Okay, I feel like I say it every week. There's like one part where I'm like, yo, our viewers need to just go watch that shit.
Yeah, this an Am Scramble. You have to watch it. You have
Yeah,
to.
Scramble and Mason's part.
If you yes, you this is not
Like
these aren't
seriously.
videos you can skip. Like
Yep.
if you're
Those
into skateboarding, go watch this.
right. If you weren't to watch anything this week and you said fuck skateboarding this week, like just go watch those and you'll be stoked.
Dude, half cab blunt slide and then cab flip out into the bank.
Oh god, dude. That's a really, really fucked up trick, man.
Like, oh, this bank to wall where it just feeble stalls and blasts out of it was so sick.
Yeah, that was another thing. Is spot selection was good for me. I was hyped on that.
It's like he doesn't
Everything.
just skate one thing.
Everything. I mean,
At
there's
all.
training, but like I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, but there's those cool like bank to wall and barrier spots.
Yeah,
Back
exactly.
three on this bump over rail. Front three on the one in Oz. He's obviously skates sick front heel at the beginning of the bump over bar. Skates some rails, stairs. But the heel flip, dude, that heel flip was insane.
I'm stoked that heel flips are getting some shine right now.
Dude, what do you think about the
Seems
catch
like
on
they
that?
disappeared unless they were switched for like years, and now they're back, and I'm stoked.
Yeah, I would agree. I've seen more recently.
Yeah,
What do you think,
unless your name was Nee and you like weren't doing them.
dude? The catch on this heel flip, there like is no catch, I guess, really.
Oh yeah,
He
there's no
like
catch. No,
it
there's
goes to
no
his feet
catch.
primo and it just
It
falls.
just he gets lucky enough to land it perfect.
But it looks so tight.
Yeah, the sketchiness of it is absolutely awesome.
I'm just watching it over and over right now. It
Yeah, that
looks.
heel flip is going down on the list of straight heel flips like in the world.
But okay, just even look at this spot. Think about how gnarly an ollie is over that.
Oh, I know.
The rail looks tall, and then you're going over the length
That
of the
spot is
stairs,
for me, man. That spot is
and then
so
another rail into this crusty bank.
yeah, it's unskateable for me, man. You know that. Fuck that.
That is ridiculous. That was so sick. Yeah, I'm friggin' psyched Mason got aboard.
Oh yeah. You gonna buy an element board though?
Me, no, but that's cool that his name's on it.
Definitely.
Um. Oh, Mike, I'm sure you're hyped on this. Adidas Mid City Merge.
Oh man.
So this is another one of those Adidas montages they've been doing every few months. This one was in Los Angeles, California.
Magnus.
Yes, thank you. The fact that there's a full cat flip over a table done perfect in the middle of this edit is mind blowing.
Magnus is absolute MVP of this.
His tray flips go.
Oh, his tray flip is insane.
He is one of the sick. Like his tray flips are so
It's
sick.
seriously blasted, man.
Okay, I don't know if we mentioned this, but the one on Instagram like a week or two ago when he does it up that stretch 4 or 5.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you
I
see
don't think
that?
we
The one that
talked about
Dylan, I want to say Dylan frontside flipped or front heeled up it.
Yeah, he front heels, I think.
Dude, and Magnus did tray flip and varial flip up there. That was so sick.
Dude, Magnus is the absolute truth.
Hey, you know who's sick? Jack Fardell has some rad footage in this Adidas thing.
Yeah, Jack Fardell absolutely shreds. You know who had my favorite shit though? Is like the most legendary manual fucking session of all time.
Lucas.
Lucas and Dennis and a filmer.
Dennis, dude, the ender, the nose manny, it's like nollie flip to fakey manny on that
Dude,
bank.
how insane is that? And then also
That's just mind blowing.
Lucas switch nose manny, half cab flip manny.
Yes.
Wow. Like,
Dude, they
seriously, wow.
went off on that thing. And I actually haven't been to that spot, but if you know who Jun Sato is, then you're aware that he's one of the best manual skaters in the world.
Yeah,
and him and Mike went recently, and they're telling me how hard it is to skate because the bank's so steep. So I'm sure it's one of those things when you're there in person, you're just like, how does this stuff go down?
Dude, that manual session has got to be like if you're the filmer, imagine that manual session.
Dude, I'm sure the tricks took a little while.
I'm sure the tricks took him a while, but you're like
yeah, you're witnessing some epic stuff.
Epic shit by like two straight like legendary.
Oh, Frankie Spears. I know you love Frankie.
Oh yeah, Frankie goes off in that shit too.
Dude, Goons is so sick.
Yeah.
He does some really cool looking tricks.
Yeah, dude. All I know is that I'm super. These Adidas edits go so hard, man. This is one that I watched before we went and skated Saturday.
Well, I don't blame you.
Yeah, and it had me like thinking about tricks and shit. So that's always a
dude.
plus.
Mike, let me just mention this. Miles, it's the opening. Miles has the opening line, right?
Yeah, with over the
okay. When he big spins over that bench, that's insane.
So sick. Yeah.
Like that, the way that trick, like it goes straight at the thing you're trying to go over. Like big spinning over something on flat is so gnarly.
I can't pop that trick at all.
I can't believe he did that so effortlessly, and then switch back heels over the table. Absolutely perfect.
No problem, too.
Oh, I must mention too, his nollie. He goes backside and nollie and heels over that rail into that crust bank.
Oh yeah.
That was so gnarly.
Yeah, we've seen people skate it, but like, never from that angle, really.
And not nollie inward heel. I think that's probably one of the gnarlier things to go down.
I agree.
Oh, here's one of my favorite looking tricks in the video. On a schoolyard bench, nose grind and then nollie over to back nose grind and then pop out. Goons.
Was it Gustav?
Yep, Gustav.
Yep.
That was so rad.
Dude, that guy's tech skills are like out of this planet, man.
He really has like one of the sickest trick selections.
Oh god, dude, I've been saying that shit since the Steve video, man.
He's so tight.
Yep. I feel like we're gonna be talking about Gustav a lot since he's getting so much footage, man.
Yeah, Adidas is pushing him hard, which I really, really am psyched.
Who's his board sponsor? Sour?
Let me pull it up.
I'm pretty sure it's Sour Skateboards.
Isn't his Instagram Goons?
Gustav?
Yeah, what's his Instagram?
Gustav Tonenson.
Oh, it is. That's what I said. Goons. Who's Goons? Isn't that someone that's on Adidas? He is. Gustav is on Sour.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You
know
were
what
correct.
Sour? You know what Sour is?
The old sweet.
Isn't that dope?
Yeah, it is pretty funny that they changed it.
I love that, dude.
Wait, what happened? Did they like legally have to change their name?
No, I'm pretty sure what I heard, obviously hearsay and all that bullshit, is that it's kind of like a blind vision type deal where like they like certain dudes left and started A company.
Okay, yeah, that actually does sound familiar. Because I didn't think it's exactly the same people, but I know it's like a lot of the same people.
Yeah, it was like the main dudes from
Like
Sweet.
a lot of the writers.
Yeah, and like Office people too.
Mm-hmm. Sick. Yeah, dude, Gustav is super rad.
Fuck yeah, he's the truth, man. There's no denying how good that
I
guy
still
is.
I still can't get over the fact that full cap flip was just done perfect over a table.
Yeah, dude. He had like no problem with it too.
He landed so good.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, literally 3 video projects this week that are like must watches.
I would agree.
Mu-
Okay,
Not
let's see.
saying that everything it wasn't good. What about the Stray, dude? You hyped? They're
Y-
official.
Yeah, so what? I'm gonna pull up their Instagram right now. I know you texted me that Braden Safransky is now a part of the
That
team.
was the main thing that I took away from the entire launch of the brand. I don't know if that's a good thing, a bad thing, an unexpected thing. I don't know shit. I'm stoked Braden has a shoe sponsor. He's getting paid to wear some shoes. I think that's badass. Has he had a shoe sponsor since America?
I want to say no.
I don't think so either. I think that he like fucked around with Supra, but I don't think he ever really got like introduced to Supra.
Dude, I'm looking at their Instagram right now. The shoes that they've been posting recently look a lot like the what are those old Jamie Thomas Fallens? The
Oh god, I don't know. I was never a fallen person.
they're it's like a super thin base. It kind of looks like almost like a Vans shoe like a shoe Vans would make. Kind
Okay.
of like the Chima but thinner. But the Jamie used to have a shoe on Fallen that looks a lot like it.
Okay.
Wait, so are they on sale now?
Yeah, there's a few different models, and then there's like a photo of a ton of other models, and it says coming soon.
Okay, yeah. Well, they're all like $40.
Yeah, and it looks like the ones that I thought were gonna be Antoine Pro models are not Antoine Pro models because they have them there and it doesn't say Antoine.
Yeah, the shoes. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
These slip-ons look.
So basically, no one
Oh,
has a Pro model yet.
no, not at this point.
Yep.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'm pretty stoked that Braden has a fucking shoe sponsor, so that's pretty cool.
Dude, the stitching on the slip-ons looks so much like Vans.
Yeah, I mean they definitely look like a Vans inspired
The whole brand.
entity. Yeah, most definitely.
Because even this high-top shoe called the Venice, like the padding on the collar and stuff looks a lot like skate highs. Or
It's
no, this one
inspired
looks
by
more like
Venice, dude.
this one called the Highland looks like skate highs with the stitching on the toe.
It's inspired by Venice Beach, man. Come on.
Interesting. Oh, they have a sunset colorway of the Highland. You are. It is Venice Beach.
That's it.
Well, cool. Yeah, I did not know anything about that Braden thing, so that's tight. Good for him.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Let's see the crew: Jamie Thomas, Chad Muska, Antoine Dixon, Braden, and what's this? There's someone else, but I don't know who it is.
I mean, we knew about all the other dudes. Who's
Yeah,
Lace?
but sick. Good for Braden. He's putting footage out. Halloween part.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if it's gonna like have him, and he put out some weed map shit too, right? Some footage and weed maps.
Yeah, and then he said he's gonna drop another part like towards the end of this year.
I'll tell you right now, man. Like, forget all the weed smoking and all that shit. For them to be a brand that pays to put their dudes on trips, I back the fuck out of that.
I mean, the trips they went on, like they've gone to some sick places: Barcelona,
Mul-
Hawaii.
Multiple trips too. You know.
Yeah, they've gone on a few.
So it's like for a brand to send their team, their actual team of actual skateboarders on skate trips and to get footage for them. I love that. That's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna be a skate brand, don't do it half-assed.
No, I agree. I agree. And I think it's very obvious when companies do for the most part.
Fuck yeah, it is, dude. Very obvious. Look at Puma. Look at fucking Puma, dude. That's prime example.
Puma never wanted to commit.
Just tippy toed around skateboarding, and now
Puma
everybody
kept kicking
skateboarding like
out.
fuck Puma. What?
Puma didn't want to put it to the ground and roll away.
Exactly. And now everyone in the industry and every skateboarder that heard the story is kind of like fuck Puma.
I don't know. It's really interesting, that whole
Straight
situation
up
to me.
bullshit. I'll tell you that right now.
I found it interesting.
I'll stay in stripes.
Well, speaking of shoes, Brandon Westgate was announced off of the America, which I
Oh
was
man,
very surprised by,
shocker,
personally.
shook.
And then we
Eric
knew
Miner
where he had
too.
landed that same night.
Yo, let's not forget Eric Miner's gone too. They announced that.
John Miner.
Oh, John Miner. Did I say Eric Miner?
Yeah,
Who the fuck is that?
couldn't tell you. But yes, John Miner is now going to be a filmer for Element.
Which is funny because now he's going back to Westgate either way.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, at least we're still gonna see that connection to Rad Footy.
Brandon Westgate's obviously, as everyone knows by now, on New Balance Numeric, which they have a video that I think is dropping this week. I thought it was supposed to drop Monday, but I guess not. What's it called? The third color? What was it?
I don't know, but did
Tricolor.
you know right away? Okay, I didn't. Okay, me personally, I saw that he was like not on America way before I saw the New Balance thing. So like I kind of was like left in limbo for a second to like speculate like where
Well,
he
yeah,
was.
the New Balance announcement was at night
Oh, okay, cool. So I
because it
didn't
was
know.
at their Tricolor video premiere.
Yeah, yeah. I was out skating, so like I literally didn't know about anything until like way later on in the day, you know. And
Yeah,
yeah, I'm stoked that it's New Balance
it's a
because like
cool fit.
when he was off America, I literally was thinking in my head like I have no clue where this dude's about to go.
Yeah, I was intrigued.
I thought Stripes.
Yeah, I think the cool thing about New Balance and him is like the East Coast connection.
Yeah, dude,
I
New
bet
Balance.
that's a big reason why they wanted
All
him.
right, I say all this shit about Adidas and like only wearing Adidas and blah blah blah, but dude. I think New Balances look sick personally.
They have a really cool lineup. I like that they put a lot of videos out.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I agree. There's shoes they have out that I think look cool. But I'm
Yeah,
the
and
same
I
way. I
remember
mean, I've skated Collins for the past forever.
right. Yeah, and I've skated the fucking Adidas for the past 2 years.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, obviously there's other shoe brands they're gonna think are cool. I think New Balance is doing some sick stuff. I'm
Yeah,
excited to see Tricolor. I mean, we get a PJ Part, Frankie Villani, and Flo.
shit, dude, that's gonna be insane.
That's a lineup.
That's a lot. PJ Part is gonna be like everyone's gonna be shitting their pants for that one.
It's gonna be heavy, dude.
You think? No, because he wouldn't have been on New Balance yet. Never mind.
What?
I was gonna say, you think that there's any like true footage in there
From who, Braid? Wait,
from
from
PJ?
Westgate?
From PJ?
Oh, true. Plan B.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
No,
tripped
but I
out.
thought about the timeline. That's just too long. That's too far.
No, yeah, no, probably not.
Yeah. No, but
Especially because New Balance goes on a lot of trips, so it's probably just saving stuff from their trips.
dude, New Balance team is rad. I don't know if I've said it on here before, but when I interviewed Davis, he like was talking about how much he liked New Balance's office and how everyone in their office actually skated and knew what the fuck they were talking about and doing and like actually involved in the industry in the sense of like
Hmm.
being a skateboarder, not just somebody working for a skate brand, I guess.
Yeah.
Which I mean, like a brand like New Balance that took years, in my opinion, to like make their impact, make their little mark or whatever. Um, I think that they're almost like they're scratching the surface now. I think that after the video drops, there's going to be a much bigger like idea of what's exactly going on.
I mean, they came in a lot later than any other athletic shoe company into skateboarding for sure. But they came in with a cool team, and like I said, they put out a lot of cool edits from their trips, like the Brazil one, like last month. Um, I don't know which
Oh
other
yeah,
ones they've
what was the name
done.
of that shit?
I don't remember the name, but it was on Thrasher, and
It had
Frankie
like a
Villani
really
killed it.
Brazilian name, right?
Yeah, something Brazil.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. It's kind of like those Adidas ones. Like they put them out every few months, and they're sick.
I feel like the Adidas ones are like rapid fire, man. I think we're constantly talking about those.
Yeah, they are work. I'm sure those are a lot of work.
Yo, Suchu quick feet, dude. So sick.
It's the quickest of feet,
The quickest of the feet, man.
you know. But yeah,
Oh,
Westgate
the
has a clip or
Brazilian
two in
dudes.
that. What?
Speaking of Brazilian dudes, I just watched that shit right before we started.
What?
What is his name? I don't know. The link you sent me was fucked up.
Oh yes, let me see. I have it's on the topic list.
Dude,
Jorge Simone. Yeah, okay, this dropped like over a week ago, but we didn't. I think it slipped by Mike and I, and we didn't mention it on the show.
I didn't even
And
know
there
about
was some, yeah, there was some comments saying like, "Oh, why don't you guys talk about it?" So I was like, oh, "Okay, like we'll talk about it next week."
dude.
So it's a Thrasher part. Jorge Simone. It's called Invicta. Yeah, Invicta. That's what it looks like. But yeah, you just watched it. So what did you think?
Yo, all right. My first thing, like as a review, I guess, so to speak. Like, if you like
Extremely
extremely,
tech.
extremely tech ledge tricks, then you will fucking eat this part up. Because, like, my God, is he doing hard fucking tricks? And he's
Yes.
doing them in a line. Every trick, every goddamn clip seems like a line of
There
absolute.
were a lot of lines that, but like the not in a way of like too many lines, but in a way of like how are these tricks in a line?
Yeah, and then randomly at the end, he just grinds two huge rails.
I was gonna say the same thing. The rails came out of nowhere.
The back 51 is fucked up.
Yeah, there was a fat drop.
Like the front 50 actually seems like a somewhat low rail, like where you can just kind of lock in and grind the bitch. Like the back 50 was a gnarly spot, man.
Yeah, that he hit when he popped out, there was a lot of impact.
Dude, I don't know. I'm stoked. I didn't expect that. When you sent me the link earlier when I was at work, I was like, okay, it'll be pretty cool. And I was almost like, I read the name and I was like, I don't know what to expect by this name, but I almost expected like some VX fucking footage, Wally, blah 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 stuff that you were hyped on. And I'd have been like, yeah, Grant, this is pretty cool. But like,
Well, yeah, I mean, people told us to watch it, so I was like, I mean, if they want us to watch it, let's watch it.
what about that ender though?
Remind me.
Switch flip tail slide 540.
Oh yeah,
But the way he does the 540, the last body turn, is crazy.
it's like the way Luan did it when Luan did the flip with
Dude,
it.
in my opinion, I think it looks better than Luan's.
Really?
I'll just go ahead and say it. I think the 540 looks better than Luan's.
Well, keep in mind that Luan's flipped.
Yeah, and Luan did it first. There was clear inspiration derived from Luan Alvera. Let's not fuck that up. I'm just saying, yo, as far as ledge trickery, these Brazilians are light years ahead of us.
Dude,
They're fucking
for
way
me,
out there.
for me, it's like when I see a name that you could tell is foreign and I haven't heard of them. I like whether they're European or Brazilian or whatever. I just kind of anticipate some crazy tech stuff, and that's what I got with this part.
Dude, I mean, just think about the
He
Brazilian.
was killing Makba.
Think about the
Killing.
Brazilian dudes, just off the top of your head. Think about Brazilian ledge skaters that are absolutely
Felipe's kickflip crook on Instagram this morning on a 2-block.
like you can literally think of 5 Brazilian dudes right off the top of your head that are absolutely fucked.
Yeah, Tiago, Felipe, Luan,
This dude, Carlos,
Carlos. Yeah, wait, was this dude? He's from Brazil. Did it say that?
I'm pretty positive.
I don't know, but he went off at Makba, dude. He
I'm
did
pretty
180 switch crook on the shootout. That's just gnarly.
Oh my god, yeah. And he does the Ollie 185 like Ollie over 50.
Oh, Billy Jackson does that trick. It's
Dude,
insane.
that trick looks so
Literally
cool.
insane.
I
Like,
remember I think like first person I think I remember seeing do that is like maybe Brian Wenning.
it makes absolutely no sense.
You know who does them really badass is Louis.
Low? Louis
Yeah,
Low?
yeah, I love the way he does them.
Dude, like, when you see someone do it, like, I understand how the trick's done, but doing it is okay. I feel like we didn't even really say what we're talking about. Like, it's like an alley oop 180 nose grind. So a full front 180 to like fakey backside nose grind on a ledge. It's like it's sick because the way a lot of people do it is like you could tell they have to get the fat ollie and they kind of just like go like a nose grind almost and just whip it.
Yep.
It looks so tight.
The body control is next level on that trick.
I'm sure it's hard to aim it to your truck on too.
I don't know. I think that people should definitely go watch this just for the ender, if not the entire part.
What do you think about the song?
It was some Brazilian song, right?
It was something, not English. To be honest with you, like
Didn't sound like Spanish. It sounded like Portuguese.
The song for me, the song kind of like bored the part.
Really?
I'm just being honest.
When it's like a foreigner with like a foreign song, it doesn't bother me one bit.
I mean, it's fitting for sure, but I don't know. There was like a point in this part where I was like,
Well, fuck it, dude. Where's Potato Plop? Tell him to remix it for you.
but I don't know. I mean, undeniably, I don't know. I mean, honestly, like sometimes super tech dudes, I just get over it after like so much of it.
Really? I
Yes,
love that shit, man. Maybe
it
because of
just really depends, but like the skill is
Lucas,
insane.
dude. I could
Well, it
watch Tech
depends. I
play
love
skate.
Lucas. We've talked about this plenty of times.
Yeah,
I love watching Lucas.
yeah, he's my all-time fave. Well, not really. One of them.
Well, not really.
Well, I mean, everyone. I mean, it's pretty good. Like,
Yeah,
unless you
there's a
give it.
ton of everyone loves a ton of
My
skateboarders.
all-time favorite is literally Chad Muska.
That's all skateboarding is.
Yeah, yeah.
I love this person skating. I
So
mean,
much.
I say the same thing, but what I'm saying is no one really has one, or it's hard to pick one. I would say.
Yeah, it's
Um,
real. It's not possible to pick only one. Let's just be honest.
but I mean, Ishod Ware, that's just another level. But anyway, uh,
Who's that?
you're stupid. Who's
That's
Ishod?
hashtag. That's not Zion.
Dude, I can't wait for the next Ishod part.
I can't wait for that Zion board.
That X Games Real Street just kind of gave me like a little teaser. Like I loved it, but it was only like a minute.
You know, he came in like last place for that shit.
That's because everyone was tripping. He looked everything he did looked so beautiful. The hard flip on that bump over pole, the opening line on those ledges.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mike, you're acting like you don't like a shot.
I know it's like my favorite. One of my favorites.
Mike, you keep this up, might have to just kick you out of this hangout.
Shit, dude, I'm gonna get fired from Skatefully.
Okay, well I'm looking at the list and there's actually only one thing left, which is Josh Kalis' new brand or project called Beautiful Ugly.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, did you hear about this?
Yeah, I didn't hear about it until you had told me, honestly.
Oh, really? Okay, well
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
pull up the
what's
Instagram so I
crazy?
can explain.
Yeah, but what's crazy is like what the brand is and how much is behind it is so rad. Like when you sent me the link or the list of shit we were gonna talk about today, you know, like it said
Yeah.
or it said costume. It says Kayla starts Beautiful Ugly, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, what is Beautiful Ugly? You know? And I'm like thinking like if he would have left DGK, I would have definitely heard of that by now. And like if he left DC, I would have definitely heard of that by now. And I was like, what the hell is Beautiful Ugly? So then I watched like the little video project that they did for it with him and
Skin.
yeah, yeah, thank you. And like, dude, it's makes so much sense of what they're doing. I think it's badass.
It's sick, and I'm honestly like when the announcement, like when I
Well,
saw
they're
that
making
video.
wall hanging boards. They're not making boards to go skate.
Yeah, I was just surprised that like there's not someone else really out there doing this
I mean,
that I've heard of.
clearly, if you go on Instagram and you look around at like board collectors, skateboard collectors, and shit, like just old nostalgia people collecting stuff, like, dude, there is a huge market. There's a huge like subculture of stuff, people that are collecting these things, you know? So for like Kalis and these photographers to like specifically draw these iconic moments or whatever, and then like preserve them in a board, something that these people love to collect and love to hang up and love to display. Like, how is that? That's a no brainer. Like, this should have been done.
Dude, yeah, one thing I really like about it is the just the fact that for the photographer, how sick that probably is for them to have their photo printed on a board. That is so rad.
You know what's like kind of like random too is I remember that cover. Obviously, it's before I started skating and all that, so I'm not gonna sit there and be like, I remember getting this one in the mail and all that bullshit. But like, I do remember that, like, just that imagery, you know. And I never once did I notice that he was wearing shell toes.
You know, it's funny. I'm literally looking at it right now, and someone commented nice Adidas, and I just noticed for the first time ever.
And you've seen that photo how many times?
Yeah, I never had any idea.
Yeah,
And then it made me think how probably sick he looks in those.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. If they're blue with a white toe and a white stripes, that sounds sick.
Wait, Mike, what year did you start skateboarding?
1997 or 1998.
So you barely, yeah, this is 1995.
Yeah, that was definitely like I don't
It's
remember.
a sick
I do
cover.
remember one of my I got Transworld in the mail way before I got Thrasher.
I think I did. Yeah, I did too, actually.
And then I remember because my mom was like not stoked on like the Satan imagery at first, and I was like,
In
I,
Transworld?
no, no, in Thrasher, because
Oh, yeah, I was gonna
I
say
would get Thrasher
where.
like Walgreens and shit here and there, like there would be one. I'd be like, Mom, can I get this? I just started skating, so she wanted me to, figure out what tricks were and who people were and stuff. So like I'd get like magazines here and there, but like I never got Thrasher until way later,
Yeah.
like subscription based at least.
Hmm.
For me, it was always CCS was always like the most poppin', even though it was like the least amount of actual skate photos. Just because like you would circle things even though you weren't gonna buy them.
Yeah, that is
It was a
cool.
cool time, man.
Well, I'm gonna give a quick little explanation of Beautiful Ugly for the people that haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
So pretty much Josh Kalis, and I don't know who else, but I know Kalis is involved. It's a brand that's making boards. They do an edition or release. Yeah, they called it an edition.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the first one was the Kalis Transworld cover, shot in front of the Golden Gate Bridge by Skin Phillips. Um, so pretty much it's the whole board is the graphic is the photo, and then it also comes with a wood. What would you call it? Like a wood shadow box is what they title it. So like it's just a nicer way to hang it on your wall. So it is a collector's item. It's not. I don't think
No, yeah,
anybody's gonna buy it to skate it.
not meant to be skated. Obviously,
Yeah, it's not made for that.
it's a fucking
Although
maple.
I think they said they use bareback wood.
Yeah, it's maple.
So you could, but
Easily.
it's not at all like a conflict him being on DGK or anyone's board sponsor. It's
Even if it was like that would be like some. If it was like yo, DGK could eat a dick if that was the case. Like I'm
yeah, I
glad
mean,
that that's not the case.
yeah, it's something different. They made 100, so they're all going to be kind of collector's items, probably
Yeah,
somewhat hard to get your hands
I,
on.
I think it's sick that DGK let him do it. I think that's badass.
Dude, it's rad. It's a
Yeah.
super cool idea.
I don't know. I bet Kalis. Kalis founded things.
Ghost is just a sick dude.
He's a really good businessman. He has really good ideas and he's progressive, and I think that's badass. Oh, one
Um,
thing we forgot to talk about that Brazilian dude is he's on DC.
yeah, well, and
I mean, the DC team is like questionable.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me when it's like an AM or someone younger.
Yeah, they
They
do
just got
like
rid of the big
that.
name pros. They still got a stack of AMs.
Yeah, that's true. Because they don't got to pay him; they just got to send him stuff.
Well, they pay them, but not as much.
AMs, dude. I don't know. I don't know.
What do you mean? A lot of AMs get paid.
Shit, dude. But
Did you watch Getting to Know the AM Scramblers?
yeah, that shit's sick.
They pretty much all said that they get checks except for Tyson, but he says he gets photo incentive.
Really?
Hmm.
Damn. I wish I got.
I believe he was the only one that said that he doesn't get checks month to month, but he gets
I wish
incentive
we could get
bands.
photo incentives for doing skateboarding.
But oh, actually, this isn't on the list. But now that we're talking about money, did you see Cater's Jenkum interview?
Who?
Cater.
No. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, I did. Where it talks about him having a few Fs.
Yeah, that dude. The when he tries to get on the bus, that was so funny.
Yeah, and they let him ride it for free.
Yeah, and then but then that leads to what actually made me think of this is that I mean he says he gets $250 a month from Baker.
Oh yeah, good point.
I mean he's young.
Was he like 14?
Yeah, at 14. He's
That's
gonna be a
so young.
sophomore.
Damn, that's young. He's so much better than me.
Dude, he came over to the deluxe booth at Agenda. He was so funny. He was
That's
such a
rad.
cool kid. I've only seen him in person one other time. When I lived in LA, I was skating in the barracks one day, and he was there too. And I think he slipped out, and I just grabbed his board and handed it to him. But that was it. Like I didn't. and he probably just said thanks or whatever. Like it was super quick. But
Yeah.
then this weekend, when he came over to the deluxe booth and I was there, I was like, "Oh, what's up, Cater?" And he looks at me and he goes, "I've seen you before." It was so funny.
That's
Just
sick.
like, yeah, it was super cool. Like he was a really cool kid to talk to and then hang out with. And then he left, and then Reynolds came, and then Cater came back. It was
I mean,
super
dude,
cool.
he's not going anywhere.
Cater, no, definitely not.
Definitely
That
not.
interview is so funny when they ask him what he would do, like if he won the lottery or whatever. And he's like,
He starts like talking about how much, like, no, I'd give her no 10,
yeah,
no
about
20.
his mom. He's like, I'd give her 5 grand, no 10 grand, no like 500 or something. It's
Yeah,
so
that's so funny. It definitely reads like he's a 14-year-old.
yeah, which is sick. I like that
Yeah,
a
which
lot.
is sick. I agree. And I think it's like really strange how they talk about in the intro. They talk about pocket pussies.
I know. So
How random to say like in the intro. I was like, oh, okay,
that's a super funny interview.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's it for this week in skateboarding. Unless you have anything you want to add, Mike.
nope. My hands
Mike,
are recovering
give me
because I
your.
opened the
We might have already mentioned it, but tell me your favorite trick that was in a video this week.
My favorite trick that was in a video this week.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I'm gonna be totally fucking honest with you, I don't know why this stood out to me so much, but it did. It's Mason, that blunt slide drop
I
off.
knew it was gonna be that.
I don't know how. I don't know why he pulled up and did that. That's such a crazy trick to do on that spot,
Yeah,
man.
that is super gnarly.
Like if he would have back 50'd it, the gnar factor is still there.
Wait, was it what was it the in his video part or the
No,
scramble?
it's in this. Oh, and I think it actually was in this video
Wait,
part.
what's the spot? It's the rail that like kind of shoots out at the end, right? Like a kink.
Yeah, it's like a drop off too.
Yeah, yeah.
Man,
Blindside was heavy on that.
he's so good at that trick, and that's a scary one, man. A lot
Yeah,
could go
he has
wrong
had
there.
some sick blindslides in the past.
Oh yeah, half cab flips and backside blunt slides are what
He
stand
has
out
some
for
fat half cab flips.
super good ones, dude. Very good.
Fat.
His body's like wound up the opposite way, and it looks super badass.
Just like his fakey hard flip on flat.
Oh, where it zooms in and then it shows like the line. Oh, it was so
He does
sick.
fakey hard flip, and then what does he do down the half cab heel
Half cab heel. Oh yeah, yeah, the towards the toes. Yeah,
at
you're
the
right.
brick spot? Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you're right.
brick set.
Yeah, go watch it. Mason Silva. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be back with episode 111 next week. If you guys have any videos that maybe we don't talk about, let us know. We'll talk about them. Or just tag Fillet Podcast on Instagram
Fuck yeah, do that. We
because we
love
want
it.
to talk about what you guys want to hear.
Yeah. And we
Sometimes
want to talk
we
with you guys because we think you're sick.
sometimes we forget because there's a lot of stuff coming out. This week
And
was slower than the past, but
Grant's a busy man.
I mean, so are you.
Yeah, no, I hate it.
Say bye, Mike.
Bye, Mike.